Welcome to Wisdom Audiobooks. Have you ever wondered how a simple shift in your mindset can transform your entire life? Life is full of challenges, uncertainties, and moments that test our resilience. Yet, amidst all the chaos, there is one powerful tool that can help us navigate through it all: positive thinking. Positive thinking is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life that empowers us to overcome obstacles, build confidence, and create a future filled with purpose and happiness. This audiobook explores how adopting a positive mindset can change your life forever. Introduction. The audiobook How Positive Thinking Can Change Your Life Forever is written and published by Wisdom Audiobooks. We understand that life isn't always easy. Many of you listening right now might be feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or even lost. Perhaps you're struggling with self-doubt, stress from work, or the pressure of balancing family and personal goals. You may feel like no matter how hard you try, things just don't seem to go your way. As someone who has walked this path and helped countless others find their way, I want you to know that you're not alone. These feelings are natural, but they don't have to define your life. The truth is, the way we think shapes our reality. If we allow negativity to take control, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But if we choose positivity, we open doors to endless possibilities. I truly empathize with what you're going through. I've been there, facing setbacks, questioning my abilities, and wondering if I'd ever find peace and success. But let me tell you something: every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. It's up to us to see it that way. In this audiobook, you'll discover practical strategies, inspiring stories, and scientifically backed methods to cultivate a positive mindset. Whether you're looking to improve your mental health, achieve your goals, or simply live a happier life, this audiobook will guide you step by step. By the end of it, you'll be equipped with tools to transform your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your life. So sit back, relax, and immerse yourself in this journey. Listen attentively, because each chapter holds valuable lessons that could reshape your perspective and lead you toward the life you've always dreamed of. Your wisdom journey starts here. Chapter 1: The Power of Positive Thinking, Why It Matters. In this chapter, we'll explore the incredible power of positive thinking and why it matters so much in shaping our lives. You'll learn what positive thinking truly means, how it affects your brain and body, and discover real-life examples of people who transformed their lives through positivity. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a clear understanding of why adopting a positive mindset is not just a choice but a necessity for personal growth and happiness. Let's dive in. 1. Understanding positive thinking, what it really means. Positive thinking is more than just looking on the bright side of life or ignoring challenges. It's about training your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems, on opportunities rather than obstacles. As Norman Vincent Peale, the author of the classic book The Power of Positive Thinking, once said, "Change your thoughts, and you change your world." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of positive thinking. When you shift your perspective from fear and doubt to hope and possibility, you begin to unlock your true potential. But let's be honest, positive thinking doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect when it's not. Instead, it's about approaching difficult situations with a constructive attitude. For example, instead of saying, "I'll never get this job," a positive thinker might say, "Even if I don't get this job, I'm gaining valuable experience that will help me succeed in the future." This subtle shift in language reflects a deeper shift in mindset. And believe me, this difference can be life-changing. 2. The science behind positive thinking, how it affects your brain and body. You might be wondering, is there any scientific evidence supporting the benefits of positive thinking? Absolutely. Research has shown that positive thinking isn't just a feel-good concept. It has measurable effects on both your mental and physical health. One groundbreaking study conducted by Barbara Fredrickson, a leading psychologist in the field of positive emotions, introduced the concept of the broaden and build theory. According to her research, positive emotions broaden our awareness and encourage us to explore new ideas and actions. Over time, these expanded behaviors build lasting resources like resilience, creativity, and social connections. For instance, When you're feeling optimistic, your brain is more likely to engage in problem-solving and innovative thinking. On the other hand, negative emotions tend to narrow your focus, making it harder to see solutions or alternatives. Moreover, studies have also linked positive thinking to improved physical health. People who maintain a positive outlook are less prone to stress-related illnesses such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and depression. They even recover faster from surgeries and injuries compared to those with pessimistic attitudes. Dr. Deepak Chopra, a renowned expert in mind-body medicine, explains it beautifully. The way you think, the way you behave, the way you eat, can influence your life by 30 to 50 years. This means that cultivating positivity isn't just good for your mood, it's essential for your overall well-being. 3. Real-life examples, stories of transformation through positive thinking. Now let me share a story that illustrates the transformative power of positive thinking. This is the inspiring journey of Nick Vujicic, an Australian motivational speaker born without arms or legs. Growing up, Nick faced immense challenges. He was bullied at school, struggled with self-esteem, and even contemplated suicide during his teenage years. But one day, he made a conscious decision to change his mindset. He started focusing on gratitude, for his family, his abilities, and the small joys in life. Slowly but surely, Nick began to embrace positivity as a way of life. Today, Nick travels the world sharing his message of hope and resilience. He has inspired millions of people with his story and often says, "If I can overcome my challenges, anyone can. Attitude is altitude." Nick's story reminds us that no matter how tough life gets, a positive mindset can turn adversity into opportunity. Another example comes from Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential women in the world. Despite growing up in poverty and facing numerous hardships, Oprah refused to let negativity define her. She credits her success to her unwavering belief in herself and her ability to stay hopeful even in the darkest times. Oprah once shared, "The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change their future by merely changing their attitude." Her journey proves that positive thinking isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's accessible to everyone willing to put in the effort. 4. Why positive thinking matters more than ever today. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, stress and anxiety are at an all-time high. Many of us are constantly bombarded with negative news, social media comparisons, and overwhelming responsibilities. Without a strong foundation of positivity, it's easy to fall into a cycle of worry and despair. That's why positive thinking is more important now than ever before. It acts as a shield against negativity, helping you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Consider this analogy. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and anger, those are the weeds that will grow. But if you plant seeds of hope, gratitude, and optimism, you'll cultivate a thriving ecosystem of happiness and success. As Zig Ziglar, a legendary motivational speaker, famously said, "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude." This quote perfectly captures the importance of nurturing a positive mindset. No matter how talented or skilled you are, your attitude will ultimately dictate your level of achievement. 5. Practical steps to embrace positive thinking right now. At this point, you might be thinking, "This sounds great, but where do I start?" Don't worry, I've got you covered. Here are 3 actionable steps you can take today to begin embracing positive thinking. Step 1. Practice gratitude daily. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as having a roof over your head, or enjoying a delicious cup of coffee. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Step 2. Reframe negative thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and ask, "Is there another way to look at this situation?" For example, instead of thinking, "I failed this test," reframe it as, "This test showed me where I need to improve." Step 3. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift and inspire you. Avoid toxic environments or relationships that drain your energy. Remember, positivity is contagious. If you surround yourself with it, you'll naturally absorb it. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you'll gradually train your mind to default to positivity. To summarize, positive thinking is far more than just wishful optimism. It's a powerful tool that can reshape your reality. From boosting your mental and physical health to opening doors to new opportunities, the benefits of positivity are undeniable. As we move forward in this audiobook, you'll learn specific strategies to overcome negative thoughts, build a positive mindset, and create lasting change in your life. But for now, remember this. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. Chapter 2: Identifying and Overcoming Negative Thoughts. In this chapter, we will tackle one of the most critical steps in cultivating a positive mindset: identifying and overcoming negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are like weeds in a garden. They grow unnoticed and can quickly take over if left unchecked. But don't worry, because by the end of this chapter, you'll have practical tools to recognize these thoughts, challenge them, and replace them with empowering alternatives. Let's get started. 1. Understanding negative thoughts: why they happen and how they impact us. Negative thoughts are part of being human. Everyone experiences them at some point, whether it's self-doubt, fear of failure, or feelings of inadequacy. The problem isn't that these thoughts exist, it's how we respond to them that matters. Dr. Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology, explains that our thoughts shape our emotions and behaviors. When we dwell on negativity, it creates a cycle that reinforces itself. For example, if you constantly think, "I'm not good enough," you'll start believing it, which affects your confidence and actions. But here's the good news: negative thoughts aren't facts. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. As Byron Katie, a renowned spiritual teacher, wisely said, "What you believe about yourself is just a thought, and thoughts can be questioned." This means you have the power to challenge and change your negative thoughts. 2. Common types of negative thoughts and how to recognize them. Before we can overcome negative thoughts, we need to identify them. Here are 3 common types of negative thinking patterns that many people struggle with. A. Self-criticism. Self-criticism is when you judge yourself harshly for every mistake or perceived flaw. For instance, after giving a presentation, you might think, "That was terrible. I'll never be good at public speaking." To combat self-criticism, try reframing it with kindness. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself, "What did I do well? What can I improve next time?" B. Overgeneralization. Overgeneralization occurs when you take one negative event and assume it applies to everything. For example, failing an exam might lead you to think, "I'm stupid, and I'll never succeed." Challenge this thought by looking at the bigger picture. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, and one setback doesn't define your entire life. C. Catastrophizing. Catastrophizing is blowing things out of proportion. You might think, "If I lose my job, I'll never find another one, and my life will fall apart." To counteract catastrophizing, ask yourself, "Is this really as bad as I'm making it out to be? What's the worst-case scenario, and how likely is it to happen?" Often, you'll realize the situation isn't as dire as it seems. By learning to spot these patterns, you'll gain greater control over your thoughts. 3. A real-life example: overcoming negative thoughts through resilience. Let me share a story that highlights the power of overcoming negative thoughts. This is the journey of Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx and one of the world's youngest self-made female billionaires. When Sarah first started her business, she faced countless rejections. Retailers didn't understand her product, investors refused to back her idea, and even friends doubted her vision. At times, she felt like giving up. But instead of letting negativity consume her, Sarah chose to focus on her goals. She kept reminding herself why she started and visualized her success. Today, Sarah credits much of her success to her ability to push through self-doubt. She often says, "Failure is not the outcome, it's what you give up along the way." Sarah's story teaches us that overcoming negative thoughts requires resilience and persistence. Every time you silence a limiting belief, you move closer to achieving your dreams. 4. Practical strategies to challenge and replace negative thoughts. Now that you understand the importance of addressing negative thoughts, let's dive into actionable strategies to overcome them. Strategy 1. Practice thought awareness. The first step is becoming aware of your thoughts. Keep a journal where you write down any negative thoughts that arise throughout the day. Over time, you'll notice patterns and triggers. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I always mess things up," write it down. Then ask yourself, is this thought true? What evidence supports or contradicts it? Strategy 2. Use affirmations to reframe your mindset. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce beliefs you want to cultivate. For instance, if you struggle with self-confidence, repeat affirmations like, "I am capable and worthy of success. Every day, I grow stronger and more confident." Research shows that affirmations can rewire your brain and help you develop a more optimistic outlook. Strategy 3. Shift your focus to solutions. Instead of dwelling on problems, focus on finding solutions. For example, if you're worried about finances, create a budget or explore additional income streams. Taking action reduces anxiety and builds momentum toward progress. As Tony Robbins, a world-renowned motivational speaker, once said, "The only way to truly deal with a problem is to solve it, or dissolve it through acceptance." This approach empowers you to take charge of your thoughts and your life. 5. The role of mindfulness in managing negative thoughts. Another powerful tool for overcoming negativity is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves staying present and observing your thoughts without judgment. It helps you detach from negative thinking patterns and respond with clarity. Here's a simple mindfulness exercise you can try. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. If a negative thought arises, acknowledge it without engaging with it. Imagine it floating away like a cloud. Practicing mindfulness regularly trains your mind to stay calm and centered, even during challenging times. Eckhart Tolle, author of The Power of Now, emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. By embracing mindfulness, you'll reduce stress and create space for positivity to flourish. 6. Building a habit of positivity. Overcoming negative thoughts isn't a one-time fix, it's an ongoing process. To make lasting changes, you need to build habits that support positivity. Here are 3 tips to help you stay consistent. Tip 1. Surround yourself with uplifting influences. Fill your environment with positivity. Listen to motivational podcasts, read inspiring books, and spend time with supportive people. Tip 2. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. This boosts your confidence and reinforces a positive mindset. Tip 3. Be patient with yourself. Changing your thought patterns takes time. Don't beat yourself up for setbacks. Instead, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Remember, negative thoughts are inevitable, but they don't have to control you. By practicing awareness, using affirmations, and staying mindful, you can break free from their grip and embrace a more positive mindset. As Helen Keller beautifully put it, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." Chapter 3. Building a Positive Mindset Daily. In this chapter, we'll explore how to build a positive mindset every single day. Positivity isn't something that happens by chance. It's a habit you cultivate through consistent actions and practices. By the end of this chapter, you'll have practical tools to infuse positivity into your daily routine, including gratitude journaling, affirmations, and creating an uplifting environment. Let's dive in. 1. The power of gratitude, shifting your focus to what truly matters. One of the most effective ways to nurture a positive mindset is through gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking in your life to what's abundant. It's like shining a light on the good things, no matter how small they may seem. Research shows that practicing gratitude can significantly improve mental health, increase happiness, and even strengthen relationships. Dr. Robert Emmons, a leading expert on gratitude, explains, "Gratitude blocks toxic emotions such as envy, resentment, and regret. It allows us to celebrate the present and magnify positive emotions. So, how do you start practicing gratitude? Here's a simple yet powerful exercise. Step 1. Keep a gratitude journal. Each morning or evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big accomplishments. Sometimes it's the little things that matter most. For example, I'm grateful for the warm cup of coffee I had this morning. I'm thankful for my friend who called to check on me today. I appreciate the beautiful sunset I saw on my way home. Over time, this practice trains your brain to look for the positives in every situation. Step 2. Express gratitude to others. Don't just keep gratitude to yourself, share it with others. Send a heartfelt message to someone who has made a difference in your life. Say thank you to a colleague, friend, or family member. Not only will this make them feel valued, but it will also reinforce your own sense of gratitude. As Melody Beattie, author of The Language of Letting Go, beautifully said, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity." By embracing gratitude, you'll find joy in the present moment and create a foundation for lasting positivity. 2. Affirmations. Programming your mind for success. Affirmations are powerful tools for reprogramming your subconscious mind. They help you replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, shaping your thoughts and actions over time. Think of affirmations as seeds you plant in your mind. When nurtured consistently, they grow into strong, positive beliefs that guide your life. Louise Hay, a pioneer in the self-help movement, once said, "Every thought we think is creating our future." Here's how you can use affirmations effectively. Step 1. Choose affirmations that resonate with you. Pick statements that align with your goals and values. For example, I am confident and capable in everything I do. I attract abundance and opportunities into my life. I choose peace and positivity in every situation. Step 2. Repeat them daily. Say your affirmations out loud, preferably in front of a mirror. This helps you internalize the messages and reinforces their impact. You can also write them down in a journal or set reminders on your phone to repeat them throughout the day. Step 3. Feel the emotion behind the words. It's not enough to simply recite affirmations, you need to feel them. Imagine yourself already living the reality described in the affirmation. Visualize success, happiness, and fulfillment. This emotional connection amplifies their effectiveness. For example, if your affirmation is, I am worthy of love and respect, close your eyes and picture yourself surrounded by people who admire and support you. Feel the warmth and confidence that comes with knowing your worth. 3. Creating a supportive environment. Surround yourself with positivity. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset. If you're constantly exposed to negativity, whether it's toxic relationships, cluttered spaces, or pessimistic media, it becomes harder to maintain a positive outlook. Here's how you can create an environment that fosters positivity. A. Declutter your physical space. A clean, organized space promotes clarity and calmness. Take some time to tidy up your home or workspace. Get rid of items you no longer need and organize the rest. As Marie Kondo, author of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, famously said, keep only those things that speak to your heart. When your surroundings feel peaceful, your mind follows suit. B. Curate your social circle. Spend time with people who uplift and inspire you. Avoid individuals who drain your energy or bring negativity into your life. Surround yourself with friends, mentors, and colleagues who believe in you and encourage your growth. Jim Rohn, a motivational speaker, once said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Who you surround yourself with influences your thoughts, habits, and ultimately your success. C. Limit exposure to negative media. While staying informed is important, consuming too much negative news can weigh heavily on your mental health. Set boundaries around your media consumption. Instead, fill your feed with uplifting content, books, podcasts, videos, or articles that inspire and motivate you. 4. A real-life example, transforming a life through daily positivity practices. Let me share the inspiring story of Oprah Winfrey, who transformed her life through daily positivity practices. Despite facing immense challenges growing up, including poverty, abuse, and discrimination, Oprah refused to let negativity define her. She started her mornings with meditation and gratitude exercises, which helped her stay grounded and focused. She surrounded herself with supportive mentors and friends who believed in her potential. And she consistently used affirmations to remind herself of her worth and purpose. Today, Oprah credits much of her success to these daily habits. She often says, "Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough." Oprah's journey reminds us that building a positive mindset isn't about waiting for external circumstances to change, it's about taking control of your inner world. 5. Building consistency, turning positivity into a habit. Building a positive mindset requires consistency. Here are 3 tips to help you make positivity a daily habit. Tip 1. Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to implement too many changes at once. Begin with one practice, like writing in a gratitude journal or repeating affirmations. Once it becomes a habit, add another. Tip 2. Stay accountable. Share your goals with a friend or join a community of like-minded individuals. Having someone to hold you accountable increases your chances of sticking to your new habits. Tip 3. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge your efforts, no matter how small. Did you write in your gratitude journal every day this week? Celebrate that win. Recognizing progress keeps you motivated and reinforces your commitment. Underscore 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 underscore. In this chapter, we've explored how to build a positive mindset daily through gratitude, affirmations, and creating a supportive environment. Remember, positivity is a choice, and it's one you can make every single day. As Zig Ziglar, a legendary motivational speaker, famously said, "Positive thinking won't let you do anything, but it will let you do everything better than negative thinking will." Chapter 4: Overcoming Challenges with Positivity. In this chapter, we'll explore how positivity can help you overcome life's toughest challenges. Whether you're facing personal setbacks, professional hurdles, or emotional struggles, a positive mindset can be your greatest ally. By the end of this chapter, you'll have actionable strategies to face adversity with courage, resilience, and optimism. Let's get started. 1. The nature of challenges, why they exist, and how to approach them. Challenges are an inevitable part of life. From minor inconveniences to major crises, everyone encounters obstacles at some point. But here's the key: challenges aren't meant to break us, they're meant to teach us. As Helen Keller, one of the most inspiring figures in history, once said, "Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved." This perspective shifts the way we view challenges. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, we can reframe them as opportunities for growth. Positivity allows us to approach difficulties with a problem-solving mindset rather than a victim mentality. 2. A real-life example, turning adversity into opportunity. Let me share the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the globally beloved Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the world's most successful authors, Rowling faced immense hardship. She was a single mother living on welfare, struggling to make ends meet while battling depression. During this dark period, she could have easily succumbed to negativity. But instead, she chose to focus on her passion for writing. She poured her heart into creating the magical world of Harry Potter, using her struggles as fuel for creativity. Rowling later reflected on her journey, saying, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life." Her story reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there's potential for transformation. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring pain, it means finding strength within it. 3. Practical strategies to face challenges with positivity. Now that you understand the importance of approaching challenges with optimism, let's dive into practical strategies to help you navigate difficult times. Strategy 1. Reframe failure as feedback. Failure is often seen as the opposite of success, but in reality, it's just part of the process. Every setback provides valuable lessons that bring you closer to your goals. For example, if you didn't get the promotion you wanted, ask yourself, what skills can I improve? Who can I learn from? How can I prepare better next time? Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." By viewing failure as feedback, you remove the fear of making mistakes and open yourself up to continuous learning. Strategy 2. Practice mindfulness during stressful times. When challenges arise, it's easy to become overwhelmed by negative emotions. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay present and calm, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Here's a simple mindfulness exercise. Take a deep breath in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Repeat this process several times until you feel centered. Mindfulness reduces stress and gives you the clarity needed to tackle problems effectively. As John Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer in mindfulness-based stress reduction, explains, "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." Strategy 3. Break big problems into smaller steps. Facing a massive challenge can feel paralyzing. To avoid feeling overwhelmed, break it down into smaller, manageable tasks. For instance, if you're trying to pay off debt, create a step-by-step plan. Step 1. List all your debts and prioritize paying off the smallest ones first. Step 2. Create a budget to track your spending. Step 3. Celebrate each milestone along the way. Taking small, consistent actions builds momentum and boosts confidence. 4. The role of resilience in overcoming challenges. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and it's a skill you can develop over time. Here are 3 ways to build resilience through positivity. A. Cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset, coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. When you adopt this mindset, you see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than threats to your self-worth. B. Focus on what you can control. In challenging situations, it's easy to fixate on things outside your control. Instead, direct your energy toward what you can influence. For example, if you're dealing with a toxic work environment, focus on improving your skills so you're ready for new opportunities. Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, emphasizes this principle. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By focusing on actionable steps, you regain a sense of empowerment. C. Build a support system. No one succeeds alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you during tough times. Lean on friends, family, mentors, or support groups when you need guidance or simply someone to listen. 5. Embracing patience and perseverance. Overcoming challenges requires patience and perseverance. It's important to remember that progress takes time, and setbacks are part of the journey. Consider the story of Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of KFC. At age 65, after failing to sell his fried chicken recipe to over 1,000 restaurants, he finally found success. His persistence paid off, and today, KFC is a global brand. Sanders once said, "I made a resolve then that I was going to amount to something if I could. And no hours, nor amount of labor, nor amount of money would deter me from giving the best that there was in me." His story teaches us that perseverance, fueled by positivity, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. 6. Staying positive when things don't go as planned. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, things don't turn out the way we hoped. In those moments, it's crucial to maintain a positive outlook. Here are 3 tips to help you stay optimistic. Tip 1. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when things go wrong. Avoid harsh self-criticism and remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. Tip 2. Look for silver linings. Even in difficult situations, there's often a hidden blessing. For example, losing a job might lead to discovering a new career path you love. Tip 3. Visualize success. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your desired outcome. Imagine yourself overcoming the challenge and achieving your goal. This mental rehearsal boosts motivation and reinforces belief in your abilities. Remember, challenges are not meant to defeat you, they're meant to shape you. By reframing failure, practicing mindfulness, and building resilience, you'll emerge stronger and wiser from every obstacle you face. As Winston Churchill, one of history's greatest leaders, famously said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." Chapter 5. Creating Lasting Positive Change. In this chapter, we'll focus on creating lasting positive change, a process that goes beyond quick fixes and temporary boosts. You'll learn how to set clear goals, build sustainable habits, and track your progress to ensure long-term success. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a roadmap to transform positivity into a permanent part of your life. Let's dive in. 1. The importance of setting clear goals. Positive thinking alone isn't enough to create lasting change, you need direction. Setting clear, meaningful goals gives you a sense of purpose and helps you channel your energy toward what truly matters. As Tony Robbins, a renowned motivational speaker, once said, "Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible." Here's how to set goals that inspire action and align with your values. Step 1. Be specific. Instead of vague aspirations like, "I want to be happier," define specific outcomes. For example, "I want to practice gratitude every morning by writing in a journal." "I aim to exercise 3 times a week to improve my physical and mental health." Specificity provides clarity and makes it easier to measure progress. Step 2. Make them achievable but challenging. Your goals should stretch your abilities without being overwhelming. For instance, if you're new to meditation, start with 5 minutes a day instead of aiming for an hour. Step 3. Write them down. Studies show that people who write down their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them. Keep your goals visible, on a sticky note, in a journal, or as a reminder on your phone. 2. Building sustainable habits for long-term success. Goals give you direction, but habits are the engine that drives consistent progress. To create lasting positive change, you need to build habits that support your goals. Here's how to cultivate habits that stick. A. Start small and build momentum. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, emphasizes the power of small changes. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Instead of trying to overhaul your life overnight, focus on tiny improvements. For example, if you want to read more, commit to just 1 page a day. Over time, these small actions compound into significant results. B. Use triggers to reinforce new behaviors. Pair new habits with existing routines to make them automatic. For example, after brushing your teeth in the morning, spend 5 minutes practicing mindfulness. Before going to bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. By linking new behaviors to familiar triggers, you reduce the effort required to stick with them. C. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself for completing tasks, no matter how minor they seem. Did you meditate for 10 minutes today? Treat yourself to a cup of tea or a few moments of relaxation. Celebrating progress reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. 3. A real-life example, creating lasting change through consistency. Let me share the inspiring story of David Goggins, a former Navy SEAL and ultra-marathon runner. Goggins transformed his life through relentless discipline and consistency, despite facing incredible adversity. Growing up in poverty and enduring abuse, Goggins struggled with self-doubt and low confidence. But he decided to take control of his life by setting audacious goals and building habits to achieve them. He started running marathons, even though he had no prior experience, and eventually became one of the toughest endurance athletes in the world. Goggins attributes his success to a simple principle. The only way you change is by doing things that are uncomfortable. His journey teaches us that lasting change requires stepping outside your comfort zone and committing to consistent effort. 4. tracking progress and staying accountable. To ensure lasting positive change, it's essential to monitor your progress and hold yourself accountable. Here's how. A. Keep a journal. Document your daily efforts and reflect on your growth. For example, if your goal is to practice gratitude, jot down what you're thankful for each day. Reviewing your entries over time will reveal patterns and highlight areas for improvement. B. Use technology to stay on track. There are countless apps designed to help you track habits and goals. Apps like Habitica gamify productivity, while tools like Notion allow you to organize your thoughts and plans. C. Share your journey with others. Accountability partners can provide encouragement and motivation when you feel like giving up. Whether it's a friend, family member, or online community, sharing your progress creates a sense of responsibility. As Jim Rohn, a motivational speaker, famously said, "We must all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces while regret weighs tons." Choosing discipline over regret ensures lasting positive change. 5. Overcoming plateaus and staying motivated. On your journey to lasting change, you may encounter plateaus, periods where progress seems to slow or stall. These moments can be discouraging, but they're also opportunities to reassess and refine your approach. Here's how to overcome plateaus and stay motivated. Tip 1. Revisit your why. Remind yourself why you started. What inspired you to pursue positivity and personal growth? Reconnecting with your purpose reignites passion and determination. Tip 2. Adjust your approach. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to tweak your strategy. For example, if journaling feels monotonous, try switching to voice notes or creative visualization exercises. Tip 3. Surround yourself with inspiration. Fill your environment with reminders of your goals. Hang motivational quotes on your wall, listen to uplifting podcasts, or watch videos of people who inspire you. 6. Embracing the journey, positivity as a way of life. Creating lasting positive change isn't about reaching a final destination, it's about embracing the journey. Positivity becomes a way of life when you integrate it into every aspect of your daily routine. Here's how to make positivity a lifelong habit. A. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment and reminds you of life's blessings. Even on tough days, find at least one thing to be thankful for. B. Cultivate self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you stumble. Remember, setbacks are part of the process. Treat yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a friend. C. Stay curious and open-minded. Approach life with curiosity and a willingness to learn. Every experience, good or bad, offers valuable lessons. As Maya Angelou, a celebrated poet and civil rights activist, wisely said, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better." This mindset fosters continuous growth and ensures that positivity remains a guiding force in your life. As Mahatma Gandhi, a global symbol of peace and perseverance, famously said, "The future depends on what you do today." Chapter 6. Inspiring Stories of Transformation. In this chapter, we'll explore inspiring stories of real-life transformation, stories of ordinary people who achieved extraordinary results through positivity, resilience, and determination. These examples will not only motivate you but also provide practical lessons you can apply to your own life. Let's dive in. 1. The story of Nick Vujicic, finding purpose despite adversity. Nick Vujicic was born without arms or legs, a condition known as tetraamelia syndrome. Growing up, he faced immense challenges, including bullying at school and feelings of isolation. At one point, he even contemplated ending his life due to the overwhelming sense of hopelessness. But instead of giving in to despair, Nick chose to focus on what he could do rather than what he couldn't. He began speaking publicly about his experiences, sharing his message of hope and resilience with audiences around the world. Today, Nick is a globally recognized motivational speaker, author, and advocate for positivity. One of his most powerful quotes reflects his journey. "If I can overcome my challenges, anyone can. Attitude is altitude." Nick's story teaches us that our circumstances don't define us. It's our attitude toward them that shapes our lives. His unwavering positivity allowed him to turn adversity into opportunity and inspire millions along the way. Key takeaway: no matter how tough life gets, there's always a way forward if you choose to see it. 2. The journey of Sarah Blakely, from rejection to billion-dollar success. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, started her entrepreneurial journey with nothing but an idea and $5,000 in savings. Her goal was simple: create comfortable, slimming undergarments for women. But getting her product off the ground wasn't easy. For 2 years, Sarah faced rejection after rejection from manufacturers and retailers who didn't believe in her vision. Many told her the product wouldn't sell or that she should give up. Instead of letting negativity deter her, Sarah kept pushing forward. She visualized her success daily and reminded herself why she started. Her persistence paid off when Oprah Winfrey named Spanx one of her favorite things, catapulting the brand into the spotlight. Today, Sarah is one of the world's youngest self-made female billionaires. Reflecting on her journey, Sarah often says, "Failure is not the outcome, it's what you give up along the way." Key takeaway: every rejection is a stepping stone to success. Stay committed to your vision, and don't let setbacks stop you. 3. The transformation of Chris Gardner, from homelessness to Hollywood. Chris Gardner's story is one of grit and perseverance. In the early 1980s, Chris found himself homeless with his young son while pursuing a career in finance. They slept in subway stations, parks, and shelters, struggling to survive day by day. Despite these hardships, Chris refused to lose hope. He worked tirelessly as an intern at a brokerage firm, knowing it could lead to a full-time position. His hard work eventually paid off when he landed a job as a stockbroker, which marked the beginning of his rise to financial independence. Chris later wrote a memoir titled The Pursuit of Happiness, which became a bestseller and inspired the hit movie starring Will Smith. Reflecting on his journey, Chris said, "You got a dream, you gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. If you want something, go get it." Key takeaway: protect your dreams fiercely, and never let anyone convince you that they're impossible. 4. The resilience of Malala Yousafzai, turning tragedy into triumph. Malala Yousafzai's story is a testament to the power of courage and conviction. At just 15 years old, Malala survived an assassination attempt by the Taliban for advocating girls' education in Pakistan. Rather than succumbing to fear, she used the attack as fuel to amplify her message. After recovering, Malala continued her fight for education on a global scale, becoming the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate at age 17. Her advocacy has since reached millions, inspiring countless individuals to stand up for equality and justice. Malala once said, "One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world." Her resilience reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, positivity and determination can spark monumental change. Key takeaway: stand firm in your beliefs, and let your passion drive you to make a difference. 5. Lessons from these stories, applying their wisdom to your life. These stories share a common thread: the transformative power of positivity. Each individual faced incredible challenges but chose to respond with optimism, resilience, and action. Here are some key lessons you can take away. Lesson 1. Focus on what you can control. Whether it's Nick Vujicic embracing his unique abilities or Sarah Blakely persisting despite rejection, focusing on what you can influence empowers you to move forward. Lesson 2. Visualize success daily. Both Sarah Blakely and Chris Gardner relied on visualization to stay motivated during tough times. Picture yourself achieving your goals, and let that image guide your actions. Lesson 3. Protect your dreams against doubt. Chris Gardner's advice to protect your dreams applies to everyone. Surround yourself with supportive influences and silence the voices of doubt, whether they come from others or within yourself. Lesson 4. Use adversity as fuel. Malala Yousafzai turned a horrific experience into a global movement. When life knocks you down, ask yourself, how can I use this to grow stronger? Whether it's overcoming physical limitations, navigating rejection, enduring homelessness, or surviving tragedy, these individuals prove that positivity can triumph over any obstacle. As Helen Keller so eloquently put it, although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. Audiobook conclusion. As we come to the end of how positive thinking can change your life forever, let's take a moment to reflect on the key lessons we've explored together. The power of positive thinking. Positivity isn't just a mindset, it's a tool that can transform your life. It shapes how you perceive challenges, approach opportunities, and interact with the world around you. Identifying and overcoming negative thoughts, recognizing self-criticism, overgeneralization, and catastrophizing allows you to challenge these patterns and replace them with empowering beliefs. Building a positive mindset daily. Practices like gratitude journaling, affirmations, and creating a supportive environment help you cultivate positivity consistently. Overcoming challenges with positivity, resilience, mindfulness, and reframing failure as feedback enable you to navigate adversity with courage and grace. Creating lasting positive change, setting clear goals, building sustainable habits, and staying accountable ensure that positivity becomes a permanent part of your life. Inspiring stories of transformation. Real-life examples from Nick Vujicic, Sarah Blakely, Chris Gardner, and Malala Yousafzai remind us that no obstacle is insurmountable when paired with determination and optimism. These lessons are not just theories. They're actionable strategies designed to help you thrive in every area of your life. Now that you've learned these powerful principles, I want to leave you with this final thought. Change begins with action. The tools and strategies shared in this audiobook are only as effective as your willingness to apply them. Start small, perhaps by practicing gratitude for 5 minutes each morning or replacing one negative thought with a positive affirmation. Over time, these small actions will compound into profound transformations. Remember, growth takes time, and setbacks are inevitable. But don't let temporary failures discourage you. As Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." You have everything you need to create the life you desire. Trust in your ability to adapt, learn, and grow. Stay patient, stay persistent, and most importantly, stay positive. Thank you for taking the time to listen to how positive thinking can change your life forever. Your presence here means the world to me, and I hope this audiobook has inspired you to embrace positivity and unlock your true potential. If you found value in this content, please consider liking this video, sharing it with others who might benefit, and subscribing to the Wisdom Audiobooks channel for more transformative insights. Together, let's spread wisdom and positivity to the world. Until next time, remember, your life changes the moment you make a new, congruent, and committed decision. Tony Robbins. Stay inspired, stay positive, and keep shining brightly.